Hi everyone สวัสดีครับทุกท่านอันยองเซโยこんばんは您好大家好กูฮอokay tonight we have a very special guest we're gonna let just for a few minutes more for the people to be notified and then we're gonna start let me see whether okay, I'm waiting for Diamond Francisca to come in. Okay, Diamond Francisca. If you hi Vincent, I know that you are with Diamond Francisca. So when Miss Francisca came in, just send me the request. Okay. Xin chào mọi người. We had a great event together in Vietnam a few weeks ago. Right at your national convention and Vietnam is going to New Zealand, right? And Santorini, yeah, that is your LS trip. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start soon. Oh, okay. So how's everything? How's is everyone everywhere? Okay. สำหรับพี่น้องชาวไทยทุกท่านครับอ่านเล่มนี้ยังมันไหมสนุกไหมยังพีคป่ะนะครับคือแบบรักมากเลยนะครับยิ่งอ่านยิ่งรักมากเลยคือแบบโอ้โหแบบสุดยอดมากเลยนะฮะเป็นเล่มที่ผูกพันมากๆนะฮะOkay, so Diamond Francisca is online now, so let's start, right? Let me invite her in. I send you the request now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hi. Oh,
Hello.
hello. Can you hear me? Oh, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Wow.
Hanoi. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Francisca. How are you?
Good, very good.
Wow.
We
This is
just
the
finished the
first time we
meeting.
meet.
Hey?
This is the first time we meet.
Yes, you came to Hong Kong and I met you once.
All right.
From very far away.
Okay, but I have been like Vincent has been, actually everyone that I know in Hong Kong has been speaking very highly of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So what time is it now in Hong Kong? It's 10 o'clock?
It's 10, yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming on the late night show. Our global
Thank you
leadership
for
to
inviting me. It's
the
so
honor is
exciting.
out. And just to let you know that this recording, because I have a lot of message from other people that their time, didn't like reconcile with our time in Asia. But every of our IG live, people are going to be rewatching it on my IGTV as well. So
Okay.
just for you to know, okay. Okay. So Diamond Francisca, please introduce yourself a little bit.
Okay. Hello, everyone from all over the world. This is Francisca, and I'm from Hong Kong. I became a diamond in 2019, and that was the year when Hong Kong started having chaos. And the last 4 months was really challenging, but it was also a very precious memory. And I started Amway because I've known Amway for many, many years. I've known Amway since I was 5 because my parents are double diamond. But I didn't join Amway at that time. Of course, I was 5. But after I graduated from Canada, I decided to go to finance. I went to very top banks in Hong Kong, and then I was in wealth management, and I thought I was in heaven. And until I started really learning about the Amway business, and then I really love it. And I knew that it was the career of my life, and I'm going to stick to it. So here I am. Thank
Okay.
you.
I still have a few questions, and because we have a lot of young people here as well from all around the world. When you start working at the company, at the bank in Hong Kong, how old were you then?
I was 21.
So right
Just graduated.
out of the college, right?
Yes.
And
Right
how
after.
long were you working? How long did you work at the financial
7 years.
bank?
Yeah,
7
I
years,
worked
right?
for 7 years.
7 years. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And what age did you go to Canada? Like after high school? Or?
16. I went for high school and
Okay.
university.
Oh, right. Wow,
Yes.
that's same with me because I went to for high school in Melbourne, Australia, but I did my university in Bangkok.
Yes.
And when you said that you achieved a new diamond in 2019, it seemed to me there is no difference in Hong Kong during the past few years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's chaos every year. Right? Tell us the situation in Hong Kong. What's happening now? Because before this pandemic, Hong Kong was big news before the pandemic.
Yes. It was.
Yeah. So please tell us. Yeah.
Yeah, it was chaotic. I remember it was in June, and we were at the Amway traveling seminar. We were at Alaska. And then one day, yeah, we were at Alaska, and then I went online, and then they were starting to have demonstration. I forgot what happened, but there was demonstration. There was serious. People become very quiet suddenly, and I was still going for my diamond. In Alaska, I was trying to work with my downline over in Hong Kong, but it was strange. It was strange. And then when I went back to Hong Kong, the situation was getting worse and worse. People are feeling very uncertain about everything and feeling very confused. And while I was trying to finish my goal at that same time, it wasn't very bad until November that year. But indeed, in the last 3 months, it was like some people become some people unfriend some people, unfriend others.
Right.
Yes,
right.
And it just become very strange.
So that when it all started with the chaos and everything, you were counting. I just want everyone to know you were counting, right? It was like towards the last 3 months of your qualification.
The last 4 months looked.
Last 4 months of your qualification.
3 months, yes. It started the chaos started in mid-June.
In June.
In June,
right. So
yes.
right. So you are way beyond turning back.
Yeah, that's right. I had to go diamond.
Right. And I'm sure that you were stressed, like very stressed.
Yes.
Then,
yes.
Right. But how did you handle that? Because right now, I'm sure that there might be some of our friends here who is counting as well, and now it's July.
Yes, I'm sure. It's July.
So share to them. How did you handle that?
I think first of all, you have to be very focused on your goal. It's not that I don't care about Hong Kong, but there is priority. There are things that I cannot control. There are many things that we cannot control in the government, the politics, whatever. But I can control how I feel, and I can control my focus. And so I choose to focus on my business, and I choose to focus on things that I can do. And I choose not to focus on things that I cannot control. So I think that's very important.
Okay. Now, I need to underline this for everyone that Hong Kong has only 7 million population?
7 million, yeah.
Right now, 7 million population. And Amway has been in Hong Kong for over 40 years, right?
Yeah, over 47 years.
What I am saying is, ladies and gentlemen, Francisca is in Hong Kong, only 7 million population, and Amway has been there for over 40 years, and she achieved diamond in one of the most challenging time ever during the last decade in Hong Kong. So Amway in everywhere else are easier, okay? So you guys can achieve whatever your goals this year, next year also. So another question before I get to the first question, okay, is your parent is, since when you were young, your parent is already a double diamond, okay?
I was a teenager when
Oh,
they
you were a
became
teenager.
double diamond. Yeah.
Right. And of course, we know what a double diamond is, and that is already a good quality of life. And I myself don't see so many second generation who take the business seriously and achieve diamond or executive diamond. Why? What made you instead of like honestly put it, instead of waiting for your parents, but you decided to take up the challenge yourself and do everything from your own?
Okay. Well, I believe that everybody has to work. It doesn't
Right.
matter how rich their parents are, because if I was 28, there are many years ahead of me, right? What am I going to do for the next 60 years if I don't work? Because my parents are going to live over 90 years old because of Neutralite.
Right.
So I have to figure out something to do, right? So of course I went to bank. I went to work in the bank, and what happened was I didn't agree with all that has to offer from the bank. So I decided to think of some other opportunity that I can do. So I was looking around, and I didn't understand Amway then. But then after I understand Amway, and I knew that it was a very good business, of course, if I'm going to work, I'm going to choose a really good platform to work on, right? And I believe that anything that my parents achieve is their achievement. But what I achieved is mine. So nobody
Right.
can take away from me. People can take away money from me, but they cannot take up my experience from me and my achievement. And I think my achievement is a glory to my parents.
It is indeed, definitely.
Indeed.
As a
Yeah.
as a second generation, that is one of the something that all the leaders wish for, I believe.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And
And tell us a little bit more. Yeah, please.
and I think I've never seen my mom so happy. Never.
Oh yeah.
Even
Um,
the I married my husband.
okay. So how was it different? Because Hong Kong is a very competitive country. I mean, especially you in the financial industry. Now, tell the teenager here, okay, the young people, the lifestyle. How is it different
You mean
when you were working at the bank and now that you are and comparing
Amway?
to in Amway?
Okay. Bank is very profit driven. Well, I mean, all business is profit driven, right? But bank is very bank oriented. So everything that you do has to do with the end result that the bank wants. So, for example, I do a trade, and all the money would go to the bank, right? It's the bank profit. And if I sell a client about a financial product, I would first think about how much is it going to earn for me and the bank. But it's actually not me, it's the bank, right? So it's really, the first priority is never the client or me. The first priority is really the bank, right?
Okay.
So so if you start working in this kind of environment, you would subsequently feel that life is no fun, and it's it's not very humane. But Amway is a very people-oriented business, right? So anything that you do is directed to another person, a client that you really care about, a friend that you care about, and a business partner that you care about. So anything, the first priority would be another person. And that makes Amway really a warm family.
Okay. So tell us what was that moment, or what was the night or that night that something clicked for you, and then you decided, this is it, I'm gonna start doing the Amway business. What happened?
Okay. I've been to many rallies ever since I was very young. And I've never understand a word of it. I just thought that Amway people are very positive. And that's all I saw. And I didn't understand how the Amway works until that year when Korean FC Leonard Kim.
Leonard Kim.
Yes. They came to Hong Kong, and my parents invited me again. Because they always invite me again and again. I never really take heart to listen. And I just really like to see a show like that. But I never thought that this business has anything to do with me. But that night, Leonard Kim has really clicked me. One thing is, I didn't really like the concept of selling product. Amway product, I mean. I don't mind selling product because I sell very expensive financial product. I sell $1 million per trade every day for many times. So
okay.
I didn't know how to sell a toothpaste.
Oh my goodness, this is good.
Right?
Okay. Yep.
I think selling an XS is a waste of time.
Right.
Right. So I didn't understand, and I didn't want to understand. And but at that day, Leonard's wife has said that actually it's not about selling one product. It's about building a household network of users and they change their brand. They change the product that they use. And so when you have a network like that, a consumer network, you can have a lot of business.
Wow.
And so that's yeah. And then another thing is, I really like the, when we work, it's usually you are very busy, but you are very rich because the company pays you a lot, right? So either you have time or money, or you have time but no money. Sorry, you have time. Maybe you're out of job, so you have no time, and when you're out of job, you have no money, right? But when you have a lot of money, you have no time. So you can never have both. And when you can never have both, you have no friends, because you cannot have. Vincent is helping me with the phone. Okay, so thank you. Is this better? Okay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, oh my God, 1 second. What I'm saying is, if you can have time and money and friends together, it would be great. That's life. But if you can, at one moment, you can only have one at a time, then
It's okay.
You don't have a complete life. You feel that you are either a workaholic, a working machine, or you have a lot of time but you have no money to spend. And when you have no money to spend, you still have no friends.
Right. Okay. Wow. So now here's my first official question to you. Okay. Yeah. I just want everyone to get emphasize again and again that Amway is a multi-dimensional success business, and success in Amway is powerful. It's really powerful. It gives you so many other things that you could not imagine. Okay, so we mentioned about the challenges in Hong Kong before, during the chaotic time, the chaos, and now the pandemic as well. How did you take care of your organization during that time and until this time? Because you have a very big organization in Hong Kong. How do you keep them encouraging?
Okay, well, as you know, a lot of people are not going out. We're all staying home. And so we have canceled many meetings. But at the same time, we do more meetings at home. So we do a lot of Zoom meeting.
Zoom meeting, yeah.
Yeah, so we do many different meetings. For example, we do small group meetings, say with my DD groups or with my new groups, maybe 1 or 2 people. So instead of before the COVID, we travel to many places to meet people, right? And
Yes.
sometimes you spend a lot of time traveling. But with COVID, I think the good thing is you can save all those traveling time. You can spend 2 hours at home, but you can already finish 3 appointments without moving, right? So actually, your productivity is higher, right? So I
Yep.
do some small group meetings with my leaders, my builders, and then for customers, I do product info sessions. We did some artistry training. We did some facial online, and we did live show. We did a live show at every day at lunchtime. So now we're still running it. Now we're doing it 3 days a week. So at Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sometimes we talk about products. Sometimes we talk about lifestyle. Like today we talk about perfume. I have invited a friend of mine to come up to my live show to share his own business. So these people can be my prospect as well, right? So I have more opportunity to get connected with them. And on Saturday we have young people to do live show. Like Vincent is the host for the Saturday live show. Right. So we are still connecting with our friends and our clients and our builders through all these live shows and Zoom meeting.
Right. And if it wasn't for the COVID, we wouldn't have an idea to do something like this as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
And also we have been doing this for a year. We are doing morning leaders meeting.
The what?
Starts at 7:30. Morning leaders meeting.
Morning leaders meeting.
Yeah, starts at 7:30.
In the morning.
Yeah. So instead of spoon feeding them information, at the meeting we ask them to take up a topic to talk about how to be a leader, or how to do 3S, or take up a topic to talk about products. So they become a little leader. And they take ownership of their own business.
Wow. Thank you for sharing to everyone all this.
Yeah, so this is very amazing.
Right.
Because
so more productivity. More productivity
yes,
than
exactly.
before.
And more training for leaders. More leaders training.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we take turns. That was my first question to you.
Okay. So I can ask you a question now?
Please.
Okay, so I really like the noise story from the very first day. You were a monk for 6 months, is it?
Oh, actually, like a year.
Like a year. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first time I listened to your speech, I was very impressed. You are an Amway leader that I've never seen before, ever. You are very different. I'm not saying other leaders they are very different, but you give me a different feeling. So I was, and listening to your speech always give me an idea that, you're a very spiritual person. And I suspect that spirituality actually makes your business more successful. But how do you relate? Do they correlate?
Right. I can say 100% I am spiritual. I am. It's like this. Most of people see me as a leader, but before I become a leader, I am an artist. I play guitar. I'm a musician. That's something that they did not see. Okay. Same thing. Before I become a leader, I was already also a spiritual person as well, and because I think, because I like talking to myself.
You like talking to yourself?
I like talking to myself because I lived by myself since I was like 13 years old, right?
Okay.
When I went to Melbourne, Australia. So when my friend comes home, they meet with their parents and they talk. But when I go back to my apartment on Flinders Street in Melbourne, Australia, I don't see anybody because I was living by myself. So I have only myself to talk to, and then I start I start talking to myself positively.
Okay.
And
Who
then,
teach you that?
Who teach me that? I think I got influenced by my aunt, who she didn't have a kid, right? So she raised me as like her son. So I call her also mother as well. So so she was like always teaching me how to speak like positively and be optimistic. Okay, I think that's the because you can't be spiritual if you start negative, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think it really does help with my business success, definitely, because it helped me on a very fundamental basis. It helped me release stress. I know what to do when I am stressed. I know where to turn to when I am stressed. Okay, I know that when I don't know what to do, I know who to talk to find the solution. Okay. So I think I give you three reasons. Okay, that I connect success with spirituality is that because I always believe that life, not success. Life is about becoming more, not having more. Life is about becoming more, not having more. Having more doesn't mean you become something more.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So spirituality, and when I say spirituality, whatever you believe in, spirituality is whatever you believe in to make you pure. Whatever you call them, whatever you call like Buddha teaching or God or whatever. Okay, that's spirituality for me. A belief that purify yourself. That's spirituality. So, so spirituality guide you to become more. Why you have more? But most of the time, what happens is people become less when they have more. They stop growing. And actually, the nature of the soul, the nature of having a soul is grow and grow and grow. Just like I talked about this last live with Boris from Russia, is that like the tree never asks, how high can I go, right?
Yes, so I really like that live.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I think I got this from becoming a monk, is that I want to be a temple. Because my mom always took me to temple when I was young, just like your mom took you to the rally. My mom took me to temple. And I see that when you go to the temple, right, either rich people, poor people, single people, married people, everyone, when they suffer, they go to the temple. The two places when people suffer, they go to. Number one, temple or church. Number two, fortune teller.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, fortune teller.
So for me, I want to be ที่พึ่ง I want to be ที่พึ่งทางใจ I want to be like a temple for my people, for my follower, not a party, not just when you want to have fun, then you come to me. When you suffer, then I can give them something. Although I cannot solve all the problem, but at least I can give them encouragement. And I think in order to attract good people, you need to be the moon, not the sun. The moon, like the moon, the moon, right? Not the sun. The sun is too hot. When you keep looking at the sun, you can
it's too shiny.
It's too hot, and then you have to turn away because it's burn your eye, right? But the moon, the beautiful thing about the moon is you can just keep looking at it.
You can just stare at it.
Yeah, the moon never get old.
Never
the
get
moon old.
Never get old.
Yeah, the moon never get old. The moon we look at when we were 5 years old and the moon we look at now exactly look the same. It never get old, right? And like that song, 月亮代表我的心. 月亮代表我的心. The Chinese song. Yeah. So I think being a good business person gives you reputation, but being a good person, okay, give you peace and harmony. So you got to I think have both to really live or to really have a life. And at the end, I believe that money increase your option in life, but it doesn't increase your value in life.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
so I really like that. So spirituality really is about purifying yourself.
Yeah.
Right. And I really like the idea that you say, we have to become more.
Yep. You
right?
don't,
Not to have more, to become more.
you
So
don't
that you can
evolve.
give to other people.
Exactly.
Right.
The more you become, the more people will come to you. You have to enlarge yourself. And you don't evolve with what you have. You evolve with what you believe. Evolve. You don't evolve with a higher pin or a bigger pin. You evolve with what you believe. So spirituality is to make sure that your belief is right. I think having spirituality is like you have the right picture of success. Yeah, that's why and on the basic work basis, because when I don't know what to do, at least I still have the belief that there will be a way. So I keep praying. So praying helped me a lot during the last 10 years, 12 years in Amway business. I could not believe it. If I did not know how to pray, if I did not know how to put my hand together, knee down and pray to someone up there, I wouldn't make it here. Definitely not.
Yeah. I completely agree. I think it really helps me in my journey to become diamond as well. Because I think a person cannot do everything.
Yep.
And you really need something very powerful behind.
Oh yeah. It's just like 1, 2, 3, action, and he's the director.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Okay, so
thank you for the question.
Thank you.
All right,
really
my next question to you. Okay, so from a financial background and you work at the top bank before, how do you see Amway in the coming future in Hong Kong and global level?
Okay, well, I think I would look at two things. One thing is I would look at it as on the product level. Okay, so because Amway is very reputable for its excellency in products, and so now the world needs environmentally friendly products, and now the world needs health products, right? Because even after COVID, I'm sure that everybody will be more aware of their health issues, and so I think for product wise, I think we have an edge because we have the best selling Neutralite, right? The best selling food supplement product, and it's grown in an organic farm. And in the future, you know how when women use skincare, we would ask a question: are they safe? Are they effective? And where are they from? And we are from the organic farm, right? So we are using really, really good products, and we are selling really, really good products. And I think that's an edge because not all company would bother to make their products so well, right? And they spend so much money and they do so much R&D and they put so much hard work into making excellent product. And I think we have to give Amway a credit for that.
Yep. I agree.
And the second thing is the concept of owning your own business, right? Because in the past maybe 30, 40 years, big corporations are very important. So all of us, all the fresh grads, we like to go into a big corporation because it means prestige. It means good money, good fortune, and good future. right? But then now everybody do not want to, they don't want to admit this, but everybody knows in the heart that big corporations are collapsing, or not collapsing, but they're slowly going downhill. And they're not as appreciated than before. And some fresh grad, they don't even want to go to big corporation because they think the chance is slimmer. And after so many years of hard work, they don't get what they deserve to get. And so now, if you see worldwide, many governments, they want to push one thing, is to have their citizen to own their own business. So corporations don't have to take up so much responsibility, and the government don't have to take up so much responsibility, right? So the government always want people to have their own business. So I think Amway comes into the picture where Amway, you only need a very low cost investment, and it's very easy to duplicate, very easy to learn. And if you're willing to learn, and if you have the desire to succeed, you can succeed. So it comes in the picture very nicely for all kinds of ages.
Totally agree, especially on the product part. I just shared to my leader, we had a meeting last night that one of the best strengths of Amway is their R&D, their research and development.
Yes.
During the last, 5 years, we have so many new products came out.
I know.
Yeah.
And I see the mini sky at your home.
Yeah, that's right. And I didn't spend 1 minute inventing that, you know?
Exactly.
I didn't spend a second thinking about the new formula for artistry or Nutrilite.
And you're selling it globally.
Exactly. Right? It's just amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So your second question to me, please.
Okay. Second question. A lot of people care about security, job security, life security, right? Especially many people. Actually, I'm representing young people in Hong Kong or middle-aged people in Hong Kong. They think security is very important. And what is your definition of security? What do you think of security?
I think again we have to have a bright picture of the definition of security. Most of the time, people have their picture of security is having enough money for retirement, having a secure job, or having working in a big company. But for me, security is how much I earn if I don't work at all.
How much security is how much you earn if you don't work at all.
For example, one person measure their security with what the saving he has in the bank. But I measure my security on how much I earn. My net value, his net value is how much he has in the bank. Okay. But my net value, I measure my net value by how much I earn when I don't work at all. So totally different definition of the word net value. So you have to ask yourself, if you don't work today, how much you earn? If you don't earn anything, your net value is equal 0. Because we can't work forever.
Yes, agree.
Right? Yeah. And this day, especially this day, having money in the bank, and COVID has proved it. No matter how much money you have in the bank, it doesn't make you feel secure.
Exactly. Because you don't know what tomorrow brings.
Exactly. In Thailand, we locked down 4 times now.
Oh.
And
I heard that a lot of people has lost their job because of COVID.
All around the world, right? And when this keep going, the money keep going down because you only have saving. You didn't have net value.
Yes.
Right.
And when they spend it all, it's the end.
Exactly.
Right. They have nothing left in their bank.
Exactly. And I am sure that this is all the same with all the successful business owners in Amway is that during the last 2 years, like during the pandemic, when online grow, our sales business grow as well. Our sales growth grow as well. Because Amway is an online business and Amway is a health business, a stay-at-home product.
Yes.
Like my business grow and grow and grow during the pandemic.
Mhm.
So that is one thing. That is my definition of security. Now, in terms of business, now this is for everyone. In terms of business, my security is how much PV I have on monitor on the second day of the month, not on the last day of the month.
On the second day of the month.
On the second day of the month.
That's very good benchmark.
Oh yeah, because the PV on the last day of the month can come from anywhere.
Yes.
Wrongdoing, stalking, belief, selling, whatever.
Yes.
You know, choking your downline.
Miracle.
It can be twisted at the end of the month.
Yes. Mm.
But true security is the PV that is on your monitor on the second of the month.
Oh, I cannot agree more.
Yeah.
That's so true.
And
it's really a measure of the size of your network.
Exactly. The size of the product, like VIP customer and the leader that use the product.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And lastly, my definition of security is in terms of lifestyle is to be able to do what I want, when I want, where I want, with whoever I want.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. That's security for me.
That's so important.
Why? Because it's contrasting like this. Because if I can't do this, I feel like I'm not secure. When I'm losing my freedom, I feel like I'm not secure.
Okay.
You know, when someone
Yes.
like when I have to ask someone for permission, I feel like I'm losing my security.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like when you go to work and you have to be there by 9 a.m. and you cannot do anything else and you have to be stuck there for 9 hours. That's no freedom.
Yeah. And for me,
and you don't feel secured.
Exactly.
Because you have to ask for permission.
Exactly. It's like you are borrowing other people knows to breathe.
Yeah.
So for me, no freedom equal no security.
It's like you have no control of your own life.
Yep.
So when you have no control, you have no security.
Yep. When you have,
and you have to, right?
True.
True.
I
like that.
Yeah. Because if you have no control, if you have no control in your life, right? Life has problems. No matter what kind of pin you have, life will come with problems. As we grow,
right.
we understand this, right?
Yes.
So how much control you have to fix that problem?
Mm-hmm.
That is true security. Yeah. So that is
Very
definition
good.
of security for me. Yeah.
Very good. Oh, I really enjoy this. Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
my question to you,
okay.
my third question to you. So right now we are actually 45 days. Yeah, 45 days already.
Yes.
To the new fiscal year. So what
so
is
nervous.
your advice?
So excited.
Yeah. So
okay.
excited, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Don't you think it is wonderful? We are in Amway business. Why other people are so worried about the future? We are so excited. We can't wait for the 1st of September.
Yeah, it's so hopeful. It's like, September is coming.
I know. My hair stand when I'm talking about this. Other people still, what's gonna happen when everything gonna go back to normal? But we always look forward. We can't wait for the new year to begin again.
Yeah. And
Wow.
a lot of people are saying, when they're outside of Amway, they're saying, wait until the COVID-19 is over. Wait until this is over. Wait until that is over. And then we'll see what's going on. But I think that's not taking charge of your own life. Yeah. You're not taking charge of yourself.
Right.
And that's also no security, right?
Yep, no security. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we can't wait for the light at the end of the tunnel. You have to get your match and light it. Light the candle of your own.
Yes.
Now, yeah.
Okay.
So what are your advice to everyone here all around the world? 45 days. Last 45 days.
Okay, last 45 days. That's what I am doing and something that I have done, okay? So first of all, I have set goals. I need to set a goal, not just for the coming year, but set goal for the coming 2 fiscal years.
Wow. Oh my God. The
Yeah, I
same
think
thing you
that's
just said. Exactly the same with me last night.
really
Yeah, without us, like talking before.
okay. So
Yeah,
I have to be
please.
FC. So
Yeah.
I have to be an
Yes,
FC,
definitely.
right? Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because I think setting 1 year of goal is important, but it's too short term, and with the new GAR, it's not enough. So you have to plan for the next year so that you can share, which is the second thing that I would do, is to share my vision and share my goal with my downlines. So they know what they have to do. So they know what they have to achieve next year and the year after. So actually what I'm doing, I'm telling my downline is I am growing at least 10 emeralds in my team in 2023. So this is something exciting. And I must make myself to believe it, but it's something that I would share with my downlines. So they have a hope that, oh, one day they will also become an emerald, and then so when they sit on that idea, then they would think of what they would do next, right? So, and after that, I would design my schedule because I set my goal, and I would set my schedule for every day and every week. So I think self-leadership is the most important. When you can control yourself, you can control, you feel much more powerful. So so I think leading myself is important. Getting up early and do exercise and listen to leadership MP3 first before you start working, that's something that worked really well for me. That gives me the spirit and the drive and the influence to work for the whole day. And so I never grow tired.
Hmm.
And so I think setting myself in the morning is very important, to set myself right for anything, right? And also, I would take lots of actions, crazy sponsoring, crazy meeting new people, and crazy OPP. So that's the things that we need to do now. So the last 45 days, but I think when you set yourself to do that, you will do it. I remember when you were in Hong Kong doing the leadership with us, you asked a question. You say, sponsoring one person a day, is that easier, or meeting one new person a day, right? I remember you asked that question.
Yeah.
And I actually did a little exercise on that. For that 2 months after you left, after that meeting, I set a goal to meet a new person every day. And I did it. Sometimes, of course, I didn't. But when I set a goal, I realized I can do it. And I started talking to strangers that I usually don't talk to. I started talking to people who are sitting across the table with me. And I think that's really realizing your values. And you are really upgrading yourself to prepare better for your business.
Wow, thank you. This is so detailed and so technical. Everyone can just use it
I
right
work in a
away.
bank.
Yeah. That's right. I'm talking to the bank indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, and I want everyone to know that at the end, your problem in Amway should only be one problem, and that is new name.
Yes.
If you only have only one problem left, which is the new name problem, that's it. You're doing Amway. That's
Yes.
because actually that is, when you want to move up, that's everyone has
New
to do.
names. Yes.
But if you still have other problem, like you doubt in this, you doubt in that, you doubt in yourself, that is, you are taking too long. You are taking too long. Okay.
Yes.
I really like so again, Francisca just has set a goal, and number two, I really like number two, decide your schedule, make a routine. Otherwise, time just gonna flow away through you. 45 days can become so much quicker than you think.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow, this is so useful for everyone. Everyone, if you like her answer just now, heart. We have a lot of hearts coming. All right, so our last question for tonight.
Okay. My last question for you. What's your life purpose, and how did you find out your life purpose?
Okay. So I answer, how did I find my life purpose? My life purpose first. I give you two answers. Okay. Number one, somehow I always have a feeling I knew what I want in life since I was very young.
You're lucky.
Somehow I knew I want to be a leader. I knew that I was born for something great. I had that feeling. But I will have the answer for those who don't have this feeling. I have the second answer is for that. Okay. But if you ask me, and this is my honest answer, but when I dig deeper, I have this kind of feeling, and this feeling, keep growing inside me because of few factors. So if I have to answer, how did I find my life purpose? Number one is I always have a good teacher. Always. I mean, actually, since kindergarten, I always have good teacher, positive teacher, optimistic teacher.
You're very lucky.
I know. That's why I always feel like, guys, I'm lucky.
Yes.
I know, because I feel I'm lucky. Yeah.
You are.
All the way through university. Okay.
Wow.
So even my guitar teacher, he also is very spiritual. So he influenced me a lot. Okay. About being spiritual on guitar and everything.
That's so great.
Yeah. So number one is having good teacher. Now, my brother, my upline, Diamond View, he also said, it's not just like that. I have good teacher. I look for good teacher always as well.
Okay.
When I when I know that I have a good teacher, I need to have good teacher, right? When I want to learn something, I only learn from the best. That is my standard as well. So this is keep my passion, my purpose growing, because I have good material into me. Okay, so I have a strong belief in myself. Number two is, again, I was fortunate enough that I always have a good friend. All my friends in life always positive, optimistic. But again, when you look at it, maybe 50% I was fortunate. 50% it was my own choice that I don't stick around negative people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I make my own choice who to be friend with.
Yes.
Yeah, so
that's very important.
Yeah, number two. And number three, I think, we were just talking about this a few weeks ago. Somehow, there has always been good books come into my hand.
Yes. That's so important.
It's so important. Books, reading. I think if you like, cut my body off, all you see is books and letters inside me. I eat books every morning. Okay, after people eat breakfast, I eat books. So I think these three things. And number four is also, I think this is personal, but I think everyone can get related to it, because when I was growing up, right, I grew up with my grandmother, and when I grew up with my grandmother, who is like 60 years over me, right? Wherever she take me to, I always see, like, I see rich people, I see poor people, I see fortunate people, I see unfortunate people since I was young. It wasn't like I was living in a castle all the time. If you live in a castle all the time, you won't feel that compassion. You don't feel that sense of compassion, which will give you the purpose in life to help others. But I seen that since I was young, and I had the feeling that, I want to help them. That's why somehow, and I wrote in this book here in Thailand, and those who read it already found out that somehow one day when I was 9 years old, I was waiting to watch a cartoon, Sunday cartoon, in Thailand back when I was like 9 years old, and then I saw Martin Luther King, black and white. Martin Luther King. I didn't know who he was then, but I saw his speech at Washington Memorial, which back then I didn't know it was Washington Memorial. But I said, whoa, a lot of people. Oh, this is cool. I just feel like something. And then after that scene cut off, come John F. Kennedy. That day, I knew I was going to be a leader. So when you see, that's why I believe in spirituality, because who put that program on that morning? There had to be someone up there who is the director.
Yes.
Okay. So my life purpose, I believe my life definition is life is giving, and we all were born to serve. Okay.
Life is giving.
And we all were born to serve. Yeah. That is the ultimate purpose of life, serving and giving.
Serving and giving.
Yep.
Yes, totally agree. Totally agree.
Because especially for all the young people, when I've been living executive diamond life like above for almost 10 years now. So I've been having school holidays for almost 10 years now, like first class lifestyle. And then you will find out that before, right, when you fly first class, you get excited. You sit in sport car, you get excited. And then when it go out of luxury, you don't get excited anymore, but you get bored.
Yes.
So what can keep the excitement of life? It's not about having more and more luxury thing. It's about what kind of creative way you can give through Amway. That's my excitement for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And especially when you share on stage how you're giving out scholarship to your university students, right? And I feel that we can do so much more with an extra income, right? If you already have a good job, you already have your income, and Amway is only your secondary income. I think you have extra money. When you have extra money, you can do a lot of contribution to people around you, and I really like that.
Yeah.
And it's also what my mother has taught me too, because with the Core Plus, I forgot about. For preparing the next year, we also have to do Core Plus calculation with our downlines and with ourselves, right? So for to share something with you, my mother always asks me, because she's already out of the market. She always asks me, so what is this Core Plus, right? And what's that lump sum that goes into my bank account just last week? What is that? And I said, maybe you're a Core Plus. And she's probably already got the top money, right? And she says to me, she said, I don't need more money. So what she does is she likes to do a lot of charity work, and she always encouraged me to do that. So I think that's always also an Amway spirit, because our founders have done the same thing. And I think giving and what you said, serving our team and serving as a leader, it's very precious.
Yep. Yeah. So I think that was it all about. Yeah. And again, with the Core Plus, ladies and gentlemen, okay, you have to understand that. Now, let me share for you lastly for tonight. In order for Amway to increase the bonus, like Core Plus, the Amway has option like this. You see Amway has option like, number one, they lay people off so that they save costs, right? So they have more money to pay to distributor.
Yeah.
This is the first option. Number two, increase the price of the product.
Yes.
Right. Number three, re-engineering everything and think what they can do better, and then find that extra money to become the Core Plus. Amway didn't do number one, and Amway didn't do number two. We still same price product, right? But Amway work hard with themselves. This money didn't come from saving costs, reducing the R&D, all from laying other people off, but it comes from the founder, the family making the decision.
Yes.
That we can earn less, give it to the distributor.
Yes.
Okay, so I want everyone to know that. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
and that's how the business becomes sustainable, because it's so people oriented.
Yep.
It really grows the business at the end, right?
Exactly. Well, think about it. Your company, especially in the bank, in order to save costs, the first thing they cut off is people.
Exactly.
Yeah, but in Amway, they won't cut. In Amway, to survive, they have to keep us.
Yes.
This is the safest place on earth.
Yeah, you can never get laid off.
Yeah, and I think during the last almost 3 years now, during the pandemic, people, ABO, like us, no matter what happened, but when we know that, hey, we in Amway, we feel safe.
Yes,
That
definitely.
sense of security is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, thank you so much, Francisca, for sharing your time and sharing all your valuable technique and lesson here. And I'd like to encourage everyone to step out and become a leader. Think of it like this. Becoming a leader is stepping out of darkness into the light. That's how great you are going to be. That's how important it is. That's how life affirming and life changing is going to be. Decide to be a leader. Serve your team. Keep the promise to your upline. Step out of the dark into the light and serve the people. Any last word from you, Francisca, to everyone here?
I just want to say it's beautiful, the thing that you just talked about. And I think what you just said, stepping out of darkness into lightness, it doesn't feel, sometimes at first, it doesn't feel very comfortable. But it's worth it. It's a purifying process.
Indeed.
It's a process that makes you a better person. And when you become a better person, you have more values. And when you have more values, you can do a lot of things, and you can serve better, and you can, of course, you will have more. But at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much.
This is nice. Thank you so much.
Indeed. I have
had
a
great time.
very good night. Yeah. And
Yes.
definitely, when everything is back in normal, and then when we have a chance, we will definitely have dim sum together.
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thank you
you
so much.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.